Hi, it's the first Saturday in August and I'm just doing a little orchard walk. I haven't been here for a week. Oh, I think you can see that dragonfly. Haven't been here for weeks. I'm just having a look around and oh, that's a pretty sight to see. That's an egremonte russet with its, oh yeah, hanging down quite low. I may need to come round and prop some of these branches up, get some props. The point of an orchard walk is to walk in your orchard with your eyes open. Ideally, you should have a notepad with you, but nothing else, because if you've got any tools with you, for example, if you've got your secateurs, like these, you might see some fruits that need thinning, and you might start doing a bit of fruit thinning, and then you won't get your orchard walk done. What you need to do is to walk with your eyes open and look. And I'm looking at a beautiful crop of egremonte russet here. Marvellous. This was, by the way, where we took some trees out. We dug them out as well as we could, but there's still a lot of, as you can see, some shoots coming up. And these will be one Bollington 106 rootstock, and we've got quite a few coming up. It's not a big deal. I mean, we've been normally these would be just cut down with mowing, but we haven't done any mowing for a little while because it hasn't rained. We've had an incredibly severe drought, but the Lord be thanked, and I do mean that literally. We have had some lovely rain in the last few days. In fact, we had about half an inch this morning at about 5:30, between 5:30 and 6:30, and then some sun later. Well, these are looking beautiful, these egremonte russets, absolutely delightful. Probably need to do a little bit of fruit thinning here, where these particular fruits, often they go very close together, and so you can't get a knife or needle in between, so you roll them off like that. You don't want to do too many off. If they grow too close together, then just roll that one. Just roll it off. This here isn't looking quite so good, and this is quite lacking. A lot less on that one, but that's good. That's good. Most of them are quite good, and they really needed this rain. Oh wow! Look at that. Now that is a serious matter. This is. Oh, I'll tell you what this is. This is one of the. Yes, this is one of the Ashmead's kernel trees. These were grafted onto, I'm actually just going to thin this because it's a matter of urgency. This was Spartan. I decided I had too many Spartans, and I grafted, oh, there's a fly getting on my nose, ow. I decided to graft over most of the Spartans here to other varieties, Ashmead's kernel and Suntan, because these were more valuable varieties to us, but a few of the bits of Spartan were left, and I decided, it was an accident, but I decided to tolerate it because this is quite a good pollinator, even though it's not a terribly good apple. It's not a bad apple. There, that looks a bit drastic, doesn't it, what I've just done? But it'll save a broken branch and we'll have a better quality fruit. And I said, when you're walking, you don't do actually any work, but so otherwise you won't get the walk done. But that's okay. I'm walking. That's why I'm walking the blues away. Oh, the sun's gonna shine on my back door someday. There's some dried up wood on the floor. You can see I've been around here and look at that. I'm breaking my own rules again. I do it a lot. Yeah, these trees have been thinned out to some extent, let more light and air into them. They're looking good. Yeah, the Laxton's Epicure, which have been heavily thinned, they are looking okay. A lot of these trees need a bit of propping up, like that. I need to do more of that. I think I might have shown people this before. This is a tree where we lost a big branch, and branch. It's just growing out. Just, you know, the tree left to itself will fill the space. And look, got bud coming on this. It's looking good. Propping. Stop breaking breakages. Yeah, stem of pippin looking good. Lord Lambourne. Oh wow, these needed the rain. It's amazing. This was looking like a desert. It was looking like you could drop a match and set this alight recently, but it's much better now. It's our big poplar shelter belt. You won't believe those trees are only 14 years old. We planted them from little strips that came through the post in 97. They're 16 years old. About 50 feet tall. 50 feet tall? No, more like 60. We're going to get a professional tree surgeon to take the biggest ones down because they're becoming a problem for the orchard art studio. The cider trees, most of them aren't cropping this year, which means we'll get a great crop next year. Bit of propping here, props. This is a variety called La Brette, which tends to crop quite well most years. It is, however, susceptible to scab. It's got 2 shots of fungicide earlier in the year, which wasn't quite enough to get complete control. Given that this had 2 shots of fungicide, you know, you guess what it would look like if it hadn't had any. I don't need to guess because I've seen it. You know, I know some good people say, "Oh, terrible soaking your trees with chemicals and poisons." Well, yeah, we vaccinate our kids because polio and tetanus and smallpox are, you know, worse than vaccination. And you know, I spray my trees because of all the fungal diseases. Newly planted tree, excellent specimen of the hangy down. This is outside our wood, hangy down. We got this from Ashridge trees. We've been using them a bit more lately. Most of our trees that we got originally were from Blackmore nurseries, which I continue to praise very highly, but we've been looking for some rare varieties and rare cider apples recently, and Blackmore don't tend to have them, so we've been using Ashridge nurseries, and all but one of the trees we've had from them has been extremely excellent. We're very pleased. Look what wonderful growth that's made. That's done well. Very pleased with that. Here's one of the cider trees I grafted over. This is a variety called Tremlett's Bitter. Well, it was, but I had too many Tremletts, but I grafted it over. This is Somerset Red Streak. A friend sent me some cyanwood through the post. It's grafted in there, and there, and it's yeah, looking good. Here's the Bramleys that we grafted, or well, they're not Bramleys, but these were Bramleys, and I grafted these over to cider varieties. We're changing things around in this orchard and converting over to cider because I couldn't make any money from the Bramleys, and Bramley's a great heritage variety, but it wasn't used to us. Look at that, that is a good 2 foot. That is getting on for a yard of new growth from the grafting this year. As I said, I don't like to brag, but I do like to succeed, and got 100% success with these. Oh, Ray, all right? Lovely bit of rain this morning, wasn't it? Just perfect, perfectly timed, just before breakfast. Yeah, we're okay. Yeah, a lot of cider trees haven't got any fruit this year, but that's okay. Yeah, things are generally looking okay. We've burned off the rubbish. A lot of hedge work's been done here, hedgerow working. Julie and our friend Michael came over and helped out with that. It's a load of hazel we cut from the hedges. I stacked it up neat because I thought I might do something with it, but I could guess that's probably going to end up on our midwinter bonfire. Plums. Oh, yeah. Here's our original plum orchard, dying away. This tree's had it. Not many plums this year. Very few. I know I should pick that up and take it away somewhere. Oh, very, very few plums. Like I see it's 5 or 6, maybe 8 or 10 green gauges up in that tree. This is going to be, I'm going to axe that tree this year. It's died out. Right, I'm just going to go and put some staples in the espalier. Another job I should have done a little while ago. I've had a very complicated week. I'm not getting out to the orchard as much as I'd like to because I've just started back at the hospital. I've got an annualised contract where I work 3 clinics a week, but that's averaged over the year. So I work very hard in the summer and not so hard in the winter. Oh, this is depressing. Oh dear. Once again, to the people who have a very strong view about the wickedness of using chemicals, please don't insult my intelligence by telling me that you will pay double for fruit that looks like this. And I don't just mean buy it, but I mean pay double, because uncontrolled fungus halves the yield. Yeah, this is another job that should have been done a while ago. Pear scab. Ideally, you should have 2 people to do this job. Right, this needs to be tightened up as well. I can't do that today. Right, it's going the right way. Yeah, I need to tie that up. I don't have any. I'll lock that in. That's better. Better. This needs to be tied down. Don't have a bit of string with me. It's okay. I'll come back to that later. You can see, going back to the video a little while back. These are looking good, and you can see where I radically thinned these, I radically pruned these. I need to come back and remove the scabby pears, because these will never do any good. I haven't used the wasp trap. We haven't hardly had any wasps this year. Yeah, ideally. So I drove out here to the country lane. Once again I noticed a very large amount of builders' rubbish that people had dumped in the lane on the basis that other people can clear this up. They're rich anyway and it's all covered by insurance, sort of thing. ideally we would have weeded this properly. We had some garlic in here. There was some garlic in here, but we just missed a couple of bits of weeding, and something else turned up and we just didn't have the time, and we didn't hoe in between here, and so the weeds are overwhelmed the garlic. We lost it all. We're reducing the area. We're reducing the area that we've got down to vegetables. In fact, we're not going to grow any vegetables anymore. We've got a greengrocer, a mobile greengrocer, who's just working out of the car park of a retail centre nearby 3 days a week. Our village of Botley, when we came here, we had a greengrocer and a butcher and a baker. Now they've all gone. We've got tanning salon, we've got nail salon, hairdressers, we've got one shop, we've got a shop that sells exotic underwear. It's called Hidden Agenda or something like that. I've got nothing against exotic underwear, but think about it. Should a village have a butcher's, a baker's, a greengrocer's, or a place that sells exotic underwear, and 2 nail salons, a hairdresser and a tanning salon? That might make a commentary on what our society has become. Anyway, having said that, we just worked out in a hard way that we just didn't have the energy to cultivate vegetables as much as we like to. All right, I'm earning very good money working at the hospital and writing and teaching, so why don't we just spend our money at the greengrocers instead to support the guy so he can continue to run his 3 times a week greengrocer shop out of a van. So we're buying all our fruit and vegetables from him, and he might, when the time comes, Tommy might decide to buy some of our fruit. But anyway, we don't have the time and the energy anymore to. So we were cultivating this. We lost all the garlic. We didn't plant any potatoes this year. Last year's potatoes were a complete loss because of the continual wet. Got some nice trees coming on here. So I grafted 2 years ago. Yeah, we need to move these on. We've got space for some of them, others we'll sell or give away. Some pear rootstocks here. Those are seedling pears. They're going to be grafted with peri pears. These are regular quince A, and they're going to be probably grafted. Cherry there, we haven't had any fruit of it yet, but we hope to, perhaps. There's another couple of the very nice pears we got from young pears. Louis Bon of Jersey and Winter Nellis. We've got these Mash Ridge, very pleased with them. I'm not saying they're better than Petersfield one, the Blackmore's all very good. Yep, and here we are. Here's some opal plums. Now these should have been ready a little earlier than this, and they're not all quite ready. You can see there's a lot of green now. These are quite green, but oh yeah, that's right. However, we haven't got a very big crop, which is possibly just as well, because it's a few weeks till the next market. Usually we do our first farmers market in the end of July, but we cancelled it this year because everything was at least a month behind. So the plums won't be ready. Oh well. Here's this tree's going to go eventually because of my changes of plan. This is a May Queen, which, as you know, is apple I highly recommend. Quince, Serbian Gold. We got this from mailordertrees.co.uk. Very expensive, very good quality. Started digging a pond there, but after about 2 hours I realised it was going to take me 3 months to dig it, and I wasn't going to get a JCB in, so there you go. Alright then, I just particularly wanted to come down here to the wildflower meadow and pear orchard, looking at the snakes. Last time I saw a snake was down here. Just wanted to see how this pear was doing. There's that big grasshopper down there. Because it was looking pretty heat stressed last time I was down here. Bit of heat stress there. Yeah, it's okay. Wood should be ripening off. Yeah, pear's that one over there was. I'm walking a bit slowly here, partly because the ground's uneven, and partly because I'm watching out for snakes. Yeah, this tree got badly mucked about last year. It constantly rained, and it's had a protection, a sort of jacket, plastic jacket around it, and it, oh dear, yeah, it got terribly sick. I didn't realise it was too late to do much about it. I don't know if it's even going to survive. I'm just hoping that there's some new live bark growing up underneath this. Well, it's made some growth. It's Blakeney Red. This is something to watch out for. You know, putting tree protectors on your trees may be a very good thing, but if the tree is absolutely sopping wet in a year where it just doesn't start raining, it might not be such a good thing. You can see the bees and a few butterflies down there, which is the whole purpose. This is somewhat untidy. I keep saying I'm going to come down here with my scythe and remove the brambles and other stuff that we don't want. But just going to have one last look at let's finish this video. It's probably already over 15 minutes. This is big pear called this is the best growing one we've got. This is Winnell's Longdon. Yeah, that's some growth. Yeah, it's made a 1.5 to 2 foot growth a lot of that this year, and it's got a good decent amount of fruit buds. Yeah, I wasn't expecting any fruit buds off of this just yet. If it does attempt to crop next year, I may not let it because I want it to just keep on growing. You can see, I mean, it's my head height, 6 foot, so it's 7, 8. It's 11 feet tall. I'm very much hoping to see this grow to 30 feet tall and more in the long run. Okay then, well that's about it from the orchard right now. We had some very, very, very welcome rain after an appallingly dry spell. Last year was the wettest year in living memory. Most of July this year was the hottest and the driest in living memory. We seem to get a record every year, but I suppose it depends how you measure it, doesn't it? But we have had some rain and we're very glad of it.